What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Boiling Point. I had a conversation with someone this morning which prompted me to the topic of this video. We had a conversation about flexibility and mobility, okay? A lot of people think, I've got to be really flexible, I want to be flexible, I want to be able to touch my toes when I do a hamstring stretch, et cetera, et cetera. But in actuality, what you should be striving for is proper movement, which is a product of mobility, okay? So mobility is more defined as how well a given, how much range of motion you have for, how much range you have for a given range of motion, okay, for the short definition, okay. Flexibility usually referring to a static position, okay, so the flexibility of my biceps when I hang my arms, okay. So one little quick example is, for example, the hamstring stretch that I've talked about in other videos in the past, where a lot of people think that they have to be able to touch their toes, and that's a good definition of their flexibility, okay? So in order for me to touch my toes, if you notice, I'm rounding my back, okay, which some would say is not a strong position, all right? If I were to lift or pick up weight in this position, I could probably get injured very, very easily, okay? And even in this position, I can get really low. I don't really feel a lot of stretch, even if I straighten my legs a little bit more, but I get much more benefit from that stretch while keeping my joints in a safe, mobile position, so I'm getting everything properly tucked back, good posture. I'm not even coming anywhere near my toes, and I've got good hamstring range of motion, and I can, kick my foot up there. So stop using that example, okay? So when we define mobility, it's how well and controlled you can do a movement proficiently, okay? The person I was talking to today was a golfer, and she was mentioning about how she needs to be very stable through the entire swing and generate velocity all the way through, okay? So having strength around that joint and will keep that joint in that area in a safe position to get mobile. If I become overly flexible, okay, let's say I'm gonna use my hips to get rotation, if I try to not move my joints in the right position and try to over-rotate from certain positions of my body, that's when a tear happens. Essentially, that's how someone gets a strain or a tear, is something became overly flexible too fast, okay? So kind of think about that concept when you're doing different movements or exercises. Are you keeping your joints in a safe, healthy position and focusing on that good quality mobility of movement? Or are you using your flexibility, which most of the time when you're going into something flexible, you're taking your joints to a point of instability, okay? So think about that. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, hit that thumbs up button, and let us know what you think, and we will catch you next time.